I just think we have to get right into it. And that's the New Orleans Bourbon Street attack. At least 10 dead, 30 injured after driver plows into New Year's revelers on Bourbon Street in New Orleans.
What's up with y'all fam? It's Jonathan Russell. We back with another video. If you're new to my channel, hit that like button, that comment, that subscribe. We cover all things business, finance, lifestyle, reaction to a wide range of different topics. If you're returning to my channel, appreciate you for tuning in. Hit that like, leave a comment, let me know your thoughts. I got my co-host with me today, Nick Will, man, getting some content in for this new year. You know, it's January 2nd, so we grinding, starting off right. Yes, sir, second day. Right. So we gonna react to some videos today. Make sure y'all tune into all my other past videos on the channel. But let's go ahead and get into it. This first video is the FBI knew hours before. I actually just pulled this up. It's a New Orleans attack that happened. I think either yesterday or a couple days ago. So we gonna see what they talking about. Shout out Valuetainment. I like his videos. He always has credible sources and stuff like that. So we gonna see what's up.
I just think we have to get right into it. And that's the New Orleans Bourbon Street attack. At least 10 dead, 30 injured after driver plows into New Year's revelers on Bourbon Street in New Orleans. Rob, is it 10 or is it 11 now? Can you double?
15. Yeah, it's up to 16, I believe.
Oh. Is it 16 now? Okay, so is it really 16 now, Rob?
It was 15 last night. I saw it multiple news sources
check to see
around
what the
midnight.
death toll is now? I thought it was higher than that. 15. Okay, death toll. Let's open that one up, Rob, if you could. So death toll rises to 15 in New Orleans. Terrorism attack.
Someone, I think, drove a car through New Orleans Street and killed like 15 people. The suspect in deadly New Orleans attack that killed 15 people and injured dozens has been identified by the...
The suspect in the deadly attack that killed 15 people and injured dozens of others has been identified by the FBI. Let me read a little bit more to see if we have any other facts on this one here. 35 injured. This happened, a truck rammed into crowds on Bourbon Street at 3:15 a.m., followed by a gunfight with police. The driver described as hell-bent on creating the carnage and the damage that he did. According to Superintendent Ann Kirkpatrick, was killed by officers. The FBI, which is investigating the incident as an act of terrorism, at first they didn't want to say it, but they eventually said it, revealed that at least one suspected improvised explosive device was found at the scene, although its connection to the driver remains unconfirmed. Witness Jimmy Cothran described seeing 8 bodies sprawled out on the street, adding that right in front of us was someone's mother, twisted, obviously deceased. One man deceased had tire tracks across his back and stomach and was clearly crushed. A little girl, oh my God.
That's crazy.
A little girl that we had seen dancing was as flat as a pillow. That's even tough.
Dang!
Oh my goodness. And a ton has come out on this individual. Even one of the stories that came out on the addendum.
They say what race he was?
Rob, if you want to play that clip on the New York Post site, FBI confirms terror suspect Shamsud-Din Jabbar's flying ISIS flag. Is that it, Rob, that he's flying the ISIS flag?
So this is the clip of the truck. I have it before it goes into the crowd if you want to show it.
Show it before it goes into the crowd.
Other B-roll of the truck.
Okay, let's see some B-roll here. So this is that's 3:15 a.m.
This is just traffic on the side street.
And he's going to take a right here.
Now let me ask you a question. What camera is so focused on that truck? Why is that camera following it? Why does the camera know to follow the white truck?
Well, see that's the barricade right there, people. Now watch what he does. He stops, and then he takes his hard right, and then boom, he's going. No, now he's gone. He's going 80 miles an hour down a narrow street, and now they all know that.
Let me ask you, why, Tom? Why does the camera know to follow that?
What was that? What was that? A Ford F-150?
What
possesses? Why does the camera know to follow the white truck?
Well, see that's the barricade right there, people. Now watch what he does.
And that joint got some horsepower.
And then he takes his hard right, and then boom, he's going.
Damn.
And now he's going.
I can't even look at that.
No, now he's gone.
And you just chilling. You just chilling and walking down the street
with your family, bro.
Yeah.
Miles an hour down a narrow
little girl got flattened
street, and now they all know that.
Let me ask you, why, Tom? Why does the camera know to follow that?
I'd like to know whose footage this is. That's what I'd really like to know. Have they edited down into a square for us? Maybe a security camera from across the street, or who is taking this and knows to take this, or is this multiple?
Because you know the red cameras, those cameras that people are out there, or even
they be knowing, bruh. all this stuff that happened, they know. I think they just can't do anything until something actually happens.
So you think they was already looking at him?
They said the FBI knew hours before. What are people in the comments saying? Oh, yeah, look at the comments. The FBI spokeswoman needs to be fired immediately. No one that stupid should be allowed to wear the badge. They be frying them, bro.
Facts. That's a fact, though. If you already know bro was about to be like on.
You know, you can't get it. Yeah. Her daughter was in the crowd trying to help an injured woman. Approached her and said, "The cooler, Bob."
Yeah, that agent gotta be fired, bro.
Artist.
But then again, he didn't know he was about to do that.
DT
Right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Are the PCT cameras able for you to track something after the event? No, right?
Right. I don't know why it would, because there's multiple vehicles moving in the traffic on that street.
That's interesting. So
And
what is this?
These are now the cameras that are outside of establishments, like, you know, watching your door. Or
and this is where he's driving 80 miles an hour, and the people get out the way.
Everybody gets out of the way in this video, but yeah, you just want to see how quick.
Go ahead, Rob.
Oh my God.
She barely made.
See, this one, your instincts gotta be on, and you gotta be watching, bro. Because if you turned up on the street late night, bro, you gotta be. You gotta
camera
be.
doesn't move. That's an
told,
external
bro.
security camera.
Why
Have you spent any?
You see, that camera doesn't move, so that.
Most of them got away though.
Oh my.
Dang, yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You see, that camera doesn't move, so that's an external security camera.
Have you spent any time on Bourbon Street? Have you guys ever been there?
Yes, of course.
Many times.
You know, I was there less than a year ago with Deli. We were filming on this exact street, and then that's just on a random day throughout the year. On New Year's,
Oh man.
too many people are out there
That's what I'm
reveling,
saying.
having a great
Definitely on
time,
purpose.
and this is what comes out of absolute nowhere.
And by the way, more people would have been killed further down the street, and nobody's pointing out. He struck a construction bucket loader. And that was the end of the
And this is it. Well, this is it right here, Pat.
Yeah.
This is the shootout.
And we're not going to play the video because I don't want to put that out there, but we will play the audio so you can hear. This is as soon as he gets out of the vehicle, then you can hear the gunshots ringing out and people fleeing.
Go for it. So he's getting out.
He's like, I start shooting.
Because he got out. He had a gun.
People just
He had
be
two
angry
guns,
at life.
Devices on him, but as soon as he got out, they started shooting at him.
So do you have the clip of?
Oh, they
Biden
started shooting at
saying that
him.
the New Orleans attacker who killed 15 was inspired by Islamic State group. Do you have that clip?
Yes,
Go
sir.
for it.
Is he dead now? Though?
Also reported to
I
me
don't know.
that mere hours before the attack,
Hours.
he posted videos on social media indicating that he's inspired by ISIS, expressing a desire to kill. The ISIS flag was found in his vehicle, which he rented to conduct this attack. Possibly.
Do you have the clip of him saying the things?
What?
Of what he's going to be doing? Like actual.
I don't know if they let them post that.
I've not seen that. I've seen multiple news sources talking about it, but I could not find
But
the
is
clip.
it? But
The
is
only
it? Is,
video that they have released is the video of him talking about being a realtor.
But this is years ago.
Yes,
this is-
2021.
And this, by the way, this guy was a former vet. I think he was stationed at the 82nd, if I'm not mistaken. And if you want to play the clip, go for it.
He's served in
I'm
Afghanistan.
Shamsud-Din Jabbar, property manager with Blue Metal Properties and team lead at the Midas Group at Core Realty. I just want to say hello and let you know a little bit about me. So I'm born and raised in Beaumont, Texas, and now live in Houston. And I've been here all my life, with the exception of traveling for the military, where I spent 10 years as a human resources specialist.
I think they low-key said it's the driver.
Oh, for real?
I think.
This, by the way, this guy was a former vet. I think he.
Oh,
They talking about
that's
him?
him?
2021.
And this, by the way, this guy was a former.
I could not find
But
the
is
clip.
it? But
the
is
only
it? Is,
video that they have released is the video of him talking about being a realtor.
But this is years ago.
yes,
this is-
2021.
And this,
Okay,
by
so
the way,
this
this
is-
guy was a former vet. I think he was stationed at the 82nd, if I'm not mistaken. And if you want to play the clip, go for it.
He's served in
I'm
Afghanistan.
Shamsud-Din Jabbar, property manager with Blue Metal Properties and team
Oh,
lead at the
like a
Midas
normal
Group
guy.
at Core
You just don't
Realty.
be knowing.
I just want to say hello and let you know a little bit about me. So I'm born and raised in Beaumont, Texas, and now live
Yeah,
in
he
Houston.
was fed up.
And
Son.
I've been here all my life, with the exception of traveling for the military, where I spent 10 years as a human resources specialist and IT specialist, where I learned the meaning of great service and what it means to be responsive and take everything seriously, dotting I's and crossing T's to make sure that things go off without a hitch. So I've taken those skills and applied them to my career as a real estate agent, where I feel like what really sets me apart from other agents is my ability to be able to, one, be a fierce negotiator. So not
How
only
he
do
go
I
from this to what he did?
Oh
You think it
no!
was like somebody was
A lot of people be like undercover, like they'll be like terrorists. I don't know if he's a terrorist. I don't know if it's confirmed yet. But a lot of terrorists, they will come over to America and just be chill for a decade.
And then
Family, kids, house. You know what I mean? And then once they get that call, it's time. They crash out.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Like
That's true.
they will
Here's
be
my question.
undercover.
Seems like a rational business
That's
guy
crazy.
at this chapter of
But
his
the,
life.
the president of the United States, who's obviously asleep behind the wheel, said...
Dang. They be frying Joe, bruh.
Camera, the FBI knew about this guy hours before ISIS and all that stuff. Where was the manhunt? Where was the, letting everybody know, giving everybody a heads up? It's like, what is the, like, how many times are we gonna have a conversation, Tom, where we're like, the FBI or all these people keep dropping the ball? If it's not about DEI seminars or Donald Trump, it seems as if nobody's working. That's my opinion. And then you're gonna see the FBI chick in New Orleans talking about this isn't a terror attack. Did you see this? And look what's right underneath her. New Orleans dealing with the terrorist attack, and this is what the FBI says.
This is not a terrorist event. What it is right now is their improvised explosive devices that was found. And we are working on confirming if this is a viable device or not. As Chief Kirkpatrick said, we're asking everyone to stay away from Bourbon Street.
Why does she sound so
specifically
nervous?
from
I don't
Canal
know.
Street
I didn't
to
see no
St.
bomb now.
Anne.
Is she reading?
That is my
Or
ask.
is that a
Once again, stay away from Bourbon Street, Canal Street, all the way to St. Anne until we can figure out what is going on.
Okay, so let me read this about her, about the killer. Jabbar served in the army from 07 to 15, including the deployment in Afghanistan. Okay, and then later he joined the reserves till 2020. He posted videos referencing the Quran and claimed in 2020 YouTube video for his real estate business that the military taught him the meaning of great service. However, financial struggles, 2 divorces, okay, child support disputes, $16,000 in debt, left him in hardship. And his first wife
that bad
was suing him
but
for child support payments.
He looked rough there.
that
The other
claims
video,
he
he
was-
was all prestigious. He looked a little rough.
Times
Nah.
changed.
His times hard.
Times
He was down bad for a couple of years.
Nah, for
He
real.
went to businessman to crash out.
Back
He looked
when he was
tired.
behind on, I think it was the number was $28,000 on whatever the number was. And then his business hadn't made any money this year, and he was struggling financially. But what I'm trying to find out is, this is his. How recent is this picture, Rob? Do we know? Because I
That's
saw
his
this picture
passport.
everywhere.
I think that's his passport picture.
It doesn't say here in this photo.
I'm pretty sure it's his passport.
Tom, what else do we know about this story?
This is a more recent
Well,
photo.
that what you just said is what I saw, and so at the same time where we had talked about that, you and I wanted the story 2 weeks ago. We want to know what happened in those missing 90 days for the gentleman that shot the CEO of United Healthcare. That there was this missing 90 days. What was going on in there?
Right.
Who was in his ear? What was happening? The same thing. I've read exactly what you read, and so I made a little timeline of it. And so for the last 6 months, it appears that it's been high stress. He was in court on the child support hearing, like, where's the money? What's going on?
So maybe it wasn't a terrorist attack.
There was an email, an alleged email that was circulated, I believe, by law enforcement that said that he sent to his ex-wife, look, I got to sell this house, or I got to do this because,
No way it was a
you
suicide
got to be
mission.
reasonable. So he was under
that ain't the
great
best way to
mental
do suicide,
stress for
so
the
hope it
last
wasn't that.
6 months on, should we say
I don't know
mental
if I said
stress,
it on YouTube,
financial
but-
stress. And did that
yeah,
lead
you might
him?
demonetize
So when
it.
people are under great financial stress and they feel hopelessness, sometimes they go off and commit suicide because life is so hopeless and everything that's going on.
That's what you were just saying.
And did he get caught up with some people that got in his ear and were able to manipulate him, and to the point that he admires ISIS, and basically what he did this night was
It
commit
gotta
suicide.
be, bro. Somebody was
I
in his
read
ear.
something further that said was the reason that he didn't set off the explosive device.
Oh,
So it was-
because he hit
So
the
it was
construction
joints in the
Was a
truck.
bomb in the
So
truck.
he was about to blow that joint up.
It was a suicide mission, bro.
Ah.
That's crazy.
his desire to get to the end of the street and then set off those devices. So we don't know what his plan was for the end of the street. We only know that he hit the construction equipment that brought the speeding truck to a halt, and then he got out and started shooting, and they found the coolers with these devices. So I want to know who was in his ear, what was happening there, but he obviously became sympathetic toward ISIS and was under a great deal of financial stress. Did he break, lose it, and find, some sort of affinity with ISIS, and then decided to take him out in this way?
So the comparison between him and the other fellow who did what he did with the Tesla, they both rented their cars from the same company, Toro, right? I think it's called Toro, if I'm saying it correctly.
That's correctly.
Yeah.
Okay. They both served in the same unit, which that doesn't mean anything, because that's the 82nd, Fort Bragg. It's a big unit.
Huge.
It's not like there could be coincidences there. But the timing of it, on what happened, you have to consider the timing of when it took place. The Tesla truck in front of Trump, there's even a picture of it. And I don't want to get into that story yet. We'll get into that. But all it is the link between the two stories that you have there. Vinny, what else do you have on this story?
Well, Ryan Ralph, also the guy that was at the golf course.
To do some crazy stuff, and you look at the
see
news,
that
like,
on the news.
that's my car,
You're like,
bro.
they always rent that joint out. Hold up. That's crazy. The
crazy.
Toro it be iffy with the Toro business, because people be doing anything. That joint don't run on. They don't be caring about that.
I was trying to shoot President Trump, or trying to assassinate Trump. He visited Fort Bragg also 100 times. But it just, and Tom, it's all these coincidences. What makes someone who looked like a normal guy, he's making videos, he seems like the American guy, a veteran, what flips
a veteran
you
too?
Like that? We always talk about what's in your ear, and it's like, look, they're at a military base, Tom, both of these guys, and we're going to get into that other story later. What makes somebody who is talking to these people, and it's not as if the government doesn't have programs to flip people, but it's like, what's the end goal? What is it for? And what really pissed me off about this thing, apparently this guy's mosque, the mosque that in Houston, Texas, put out a letter saying, to directing its members not to speak to authorities. Why wouldn't you want them? And a response is important, that you do not respond. If approached by the FBI and a response. Is necessary, please refer to CIAR, which is it's the Council on American Islamic Relations, and ISGH. It is crucial that we stay united at this time. We condemn these terrible acts. Please stay safe. I mean, why are you telling them not to talk to the FBI? Something is going on. You want to talk about it. I just think this is something deeper. This is something this is just the beginning. Sean Ryan had Sarah Adams on his show a while ago, and
they always be saying it's something deeper. Everybody be
she worked for the CIA, and she's saying there are over. Mind you, these are the homegrown guys, Adam. These aren't the people that were let into the border, like that one guy in the Azerbaijan terrorist that was like, "Soon you will know my name."
Yeah.
This is, and I'm not trying to fearmonger everybody. I'm just telling everybody, stay alert, stay aware, because besides this 20, like, who knows what's going to happen before the 20th? But this is not going to stop. This is just the beginning.
Yeah. It's easy to look at a situation like this and blame it on radical Islamic terrorists, right? That's on the surface level. Hey, this is what this is. I actually think that is the last piece of the puzzle. I think that is the icing on the cake. Because if you look at what happened with this guy, born in America, lived in Texas, served in the Army?
10 years, and then National Guard.
So, National Guard, to me, it's the exact opposite.
Yeah,
whether it's a school shooter, whether it's these radical extremists, whether it's mass murderers, there's a lot going on. Dark triad type of personalities, narcissism, psychopath, Machiavellianism, and then the collective issues that they have, personal grievances, victimhood, nobody's looking out for me, injustice, revenge.
Yeah, this is crazy, bro. They held this 3 hours. I think this happened yesterday, but that's crazy. It's too many occurrences happening like this in America. It's coming more and more of a thing.
World we live in, bro.
Yeah, it's a dangerous world, bro. You got any last opinions on this, bro?
Everybody stay safe.
Yeah, everybody stay safe and watch your surroundings. Yeah. That's a video we sent when you out with your friends and chilling in the streets, DC, whatever. We from the DMV area. Why gotta stay on Tim, bro? Things can happen at any moment. Any moment.